Hi guys, welcome back to Scry Guys. Today we are going to talk about another deck tech today. Don't worry about the Uliak high budget deck tech. It coming out next week. Just working on the deck, trying to figure out how to make it really powerful and really disgusting. But today we are going to talk about KUDO King Among Countered for $400 EDH deck tech. But all jokes aside, he is king among bears. But this is going to be a counter build. Let me tell you, counters, counters, counters. That's how the deck going to thrive, and I'm going to show you how. So let's get right into it. So, let me click here. All right, so let's talk about the commander, KUDO, King Among Bears. So he's a white and a green, which is really good for a commander, and a legendary creature bear. And then other creatures have base power and toughness, 2/2, and are bears in addition to their other types, which are really good for this deck. I realized that I added Metallic Mimic because I thought it was there just 2/2, but I didn't really. They're just bear, so pretty good. I would definitely swap out something, but let's just move on. Let's go on to the creatures here. So we're playing 35 creatures, big creature deck. We're swinging out. We're overrunning our opponents when we make all the creatures in 2/2s, and all of our creatures are huge. So we are playing Abject Falconer, a win, Abject Pilgrimage, Beast Whisperer, Benevolent Hydra, Bird of Paradise, Botanical Brawler, Champion Lampbolt, and Conclave Mentor. So all the cards are really good. They work really well together. No, excuse me. So we've got Abject Falconer with each creature control plus counter on it has flying. When creature down the battlefield get counters on it equal to her toughness, which she's going to become really big, which is really nice. And then we got Pilgrimage for ramp, Beast Whisperer for draw, and then Benevolent Hydra for double counters, which is really good. Bird of Paradise for mana, Botanical Brawler, which is whenever one or more plus counters are put on another permanent you control. If it's the first time plus one counter have been put on that permanent that's turn, put a plus one counter on Botanical Brawler, and then Botanical Brawler in the battlefield with 2 counters on it. So we become big. Champion Lampbolt just to get over all their 2 power creatures. So once you enter battlefield, see just all your creatures just big and they just can't block. So Conclave Mentor, which another double counters like Hardened Scale. So a lot of those in this deck. So let's move on to more creatures. We've got Ellis Norin, a sweet combo in this deck. Just kill all your opponent creatures and they can't play anything else, and our creature get big. Elvis Mystic for mana, Esper Transform for draw, and since it's going to be a 2/2, it's going to be hard for opponents to pay that 2, so you get to get some value off of that. Evolutionary Witness, just return cards, and then you can put counters on it, which is really nice. Forgotten Ancient, just a meme of a card, but whenever opponent casts a spell, put a counter on it, and then you get to dispute those counters to any number of creatures, which is really neat. Gold Vein Hydra, just it's just going to get big, and once it dies, you just get all that mana back, which is really good. And then go Fortune Unicorn, ETBs, creatures get plus counter entering battlefield. And then Hamza, Guardian Arshan, which will lower the cost of creatures spells you cast equal to number plus counters on it, which is really good. And then Colonial Hydra, which is just going to be disgusting in this deck. This is like our card of hoof for this deck. Definitely our card of hoof right there. But yeah, let's move on to more. We got Kami Whisperer Hope for more mana, and another Hardened Scale ability, Kadama, the West Tree. Give our creatures trample since they're going to get that plus 1 counter on it, and also a little bit of ramp since our creature going to deal combat damage. We get to look for a basic land for throw our deck, and then we Custle just for draw, and also a your opponent can't cast spell during your turn. A little bit of stack speed for us, just to keep us going, so our opponent don't mess up anything on our turn. Then we got more mana here with Liner Elves, Mana Gorger Hydra, which is a sweet card in here. Mentor Meek, we get to like stack it however we want. When the creature enters the battlefield, we get that trigger first into checks. If it's a 2 power, and we get to pay the 1 and draw a card, so a nice little draw engine there. And then one new card here, which is Metatastic Evan Angel. I feel like I'm pronouncing that wrong. But whenever another creature enters battlefield under your control, proliferate, and it's a 3/1. So this card's really good. Because all our creatures just going to enter battlefield, we're going to proliferate all those counters, and it's going to be dirt nasty. And then we got Mikaeus, the Lunarch, which puts counters on our creatures, and it's just going to get really big and really disgusting real fast. We got Railway Brawler, which is a card that I just recently discovered. So whenever another creature enters battlefield under your control, put X counters or plus one counters on it, where X is its power, which is really good. And you can plot away for 4 mana, but you're probably just going to pay to 5 majority of the time. And then last but not least, we got Renata, Call the Hunt, Riskar, Tahili, Shorak, and Goreclaw, Toski, Vigor, Welcoming Vampire, and Wildwood Scourge. Renata just puts counters on a creature that enter battlefield. Riskar just makes mana with all our creature with a +1 counter on it. And then Salai, Voice of Plenty. You and Planeswalker you control have hexproof, and then paying 6, put a 1 counter on each creature I control, which is really good. So Garclaw, which is other creature you control have trample, and then whenever another non-token creature enter battlefield under your control, put a 1/1 counter on it and it gains haste till the end turn, which is really good for deck. And then we got Toski for draw, Vigor for protection and just counters, and then Welcoming Vampire, which same thing. It checks if it's 2 power at first, and then you get to draw a card. But it only triggered 1 time, but I like all the draw in this deck. I want to make sure we are not running out of cards early. Since we are sledging out, I want to make sure we are getting that value that we need. And then we got Wildwood Scourge. Whenever one with counters are put on another non-hider creature, you put a 1 counter on Wildwood Scourge, which is just going to be a big, dumb creature. So that is all the creatures right now. I'm definitely going to have to update it with Metallic Mimic. I realize that they are all just bears when they enter battlefield, which is really insane, so that's pretty good. But moving on to 4 artifacts, not too many. Just Lightning Greave to protect KUDO, and then Odlith the Satyr Spire, and then Soul Ring, and then Talisman Unity. I feel like these are fine since we are playing a lot of ramp. We are playing the creature and a little bit of ramp in the sorcery area, so I definitely want to keep the artifacts minimum. I mean, you could definitely go bougie out with Mana Crypt, Mana Vault, Jewel Lotus, and all that fun stuff. Not even Jewel Lotus. Jewel Lotus seemed terrible in this deck, but you know what I mean. So, let's move on to the good old 11 instance. So, we got Chroma's Will, Aura Mutation, Beast Within, Domri's Call, Flawless Maneuver, Heroic Intervention, Path to Exile, Pledge of Unity, and Return to Wild Speaker. So, we got Chroma's Will, nice protection, Aura Mutation, good removal for artifacts, or... Oh no, just enchantments. Just enchantments, not too bad, but we get a bunch of 1/1s. Beats Within, good removal there. Domri's Call, which searches a creature like Elstorn out. Flawless Maneuver, more protection there. Heroic Intervention, just good protection as well. Path to Exile, good removal. Pledge of Unity, just good life gain spell, and then just put 1 counter to each creature you control, which is really good. Then we got Return Wild Speaker, which is a good draw engine there, and also a overrun ability, but we are playing some human, so it's kind of iffy there. And last but not least, we're playing Sword Blaster, another great removal spell, and Unbreakable Formation with the Night Protection spell, and also a Pump spell, which is also really good. So those are all the instances there. Let's talk about the sorceries, ladies and gentlemen. 6 sorceries. So we're playing Bridgeworks Battle, which is another 1 new card. Target creature you control get +2/+2 until the end of turn. It fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. And the reason why I put it in here, because it is a land, and it's just basically a free spell, but majority of the time you're putting it at the land, or it's another good removal spell for you. Then we got Damning Verdict, which is like probably the best removal for this deck, which is destroy all creatures with no counters on them. Guilty as Charged. It's a really good card for this deck. Yeah, there's just nothing to it. Just a good card. We got Nature's Lore, Riskar Expertise, 3 Visits, and Triumph Horde. So we got like 2 ramp pieces here, which is Nature's Lore, 3 Visits. Just keep our forest on tap, which could search for Temple Garden. Keep on tap. And then we got Riskar Expertise for more draw. And then we got Triumph Horde for which is a nice finisher for this deck. And we got 9 enchantments, which are Branching Evolution, just more counters on our permanents. Gurk Uprising, which helps us draws us cards, depending on how we stack it, and then creatures you control have trample, and then whenever power 4 greater creature in the battlefield, draw a card. So you could stack however you want. And then we got Guardian Project, which draws this card, Hardened Scales, just a hard scale ability, Mars Wake, with punch our creatures and our lands. We got Revenants, this card I never seen in my life, and it is broken in this deck just because a creature with power 2 or less can't attack you, which is really good. Since KUDO is going to turn our opponent creatures into a bunch of 2/2s, and they can't attack us at all. Then we're playing Summon Library for more draw, Tribute to Reward Tree for draw, and putting 2 countered on our 2/2s that enter the battlefield. I don't think we're getting that draw, just thinking about it, but we are just getting the +2/+2 counters on them. And then we got Unnatural Growth, which just a nice pump spell there. Just double the power toughness of each creature you control till the end turn at the beginning of each combat, which is really nice. And let's talk about the 34 land. So we got Bountiful Promenade, Branchful Pathway, Brushland, Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Gavney Township, Horizon Canopy, Card Bastion, Overgrown Farmland. Just all good Selenial lands here, and then a little mix of like helpful lands like Card Bastion would help proliferate, and then Gavney Township would put a counter on each creature you control. Really good. And then we are playing Sun Petal Grove, Temple Garden, Windswept Heath, Yame Cradle of Growth. And then we are playing 14 basic forests and 7 basic plains to finish off the deck there. And we're technically playing 35 with the Bridgework Battles, so that's a land there. But yeah, I'm really excited about this deck. I'm probably going to try to play it and have it built here soon and try it out, let you guys know how it is. But yeah, that is today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and definitely hit that notification button to get notified whenever we drop a video every week. And then keep an eye out for next week for the Uliek Futurosity high budget deck tech that I'll be doing hopefully next Wednesday or next Friday. Definitely one of those 2 days whenever I have time to make that video. But yeah, I am trying to make more video about Modern Horizon 3 and getting that stuff out to you guys. But yeah, I think that is it. You guys have a wonderful day. I will catch y'all later. See ya.